Good morning. We're finally going to wrap up Chapter 3 on audit reports. There's a couple issues I want to emphasize. First of all, I don't know whether I did a good job of emphasizing compartmentalized and pervasive. So here we go. If the misstatement can be compartmentalized, we're talking about material misstatements here. If the misstatement can be compartmentalized, we issue a qualified opinion. If it cannot be compartmentalized, or if it's pervasive, if it affects lots of accounts, then we're going to issue an adverse opinion. If it's not pervasive, if only affects a limited number of accounts, we issue a qualified. Okay, for scope limitations, if the possible effects of the scope limitation, remember we don't know, we don't have evidence whether something is misstated or not, but if the possible effects can be compartmentalized, or if the amounts are barely material, we'll issue a qualified opinion. If the possible effects are pervasive, affect lots of accounts, or the amounts are highly material, then we'll disclaim an opinion. Know the sections, the opinion section, basis for opinion, responsibilities, auditor's responsibilities. We never change management's responsibilities. Okay. In the real world, we may issue modify our opinion, qualified opinion, with a emphasis of matter. We may have a qualified opinion and a going concern. We may have a qualified opinion and change in accounting principles. However, in our world, we're going to address one issue at a time. So if the problem addresses a qualified opinion, you don't need to worry about a change in accounting principles. If it addresses change in accounting principles, you don't have to worry about qualified or adverse. Huh? If we issue an unmodified opinion, the first lecture, we will not modify the basis for opinion paragraph in our world, right? Because if we issue an unmodified opinion, however, there may be circumstances where we'll add an emphasis of matter section. Remember, going concern, change in accounting principle. If we modify the opinion paragraph, qualified, adverse, disclaimer, we will need additional information in the basis for opinion section. So if we modify the opinion paragraph, kind of makes sense to me, we will need to modify the basis for opinion paragraph. Okay. We won't use, if we modify the opinion paragraph in our class, then we're not going to add an emphasis of matter because we're only going to deal with one issue at a time. Okay. The test. Now, I'm filming this, making this little video in July. Things can change, but this is a pretty good idea. It won't change that much. There's 5 to 10 short answers on every test. So there'll be 5 to 10 short answer on test number 1. The draft of the test that I'm now looking at has 11 definition questions, 13 assertion questions, 18 audit reports questions, and 4 miscellaneous to see if you ever took an accounting class or read the book. Okay, we've got the big definitions, 200, 315, 500, 700 independence. We also have the definition of an audit risk, and professional skepticism. Those are fair game. I think they'll all through the entire quarter. Okay, so that's all I've got. If I don't see you before the test, good luck and have a great day.